get you in there. Stormwater. There are state stormwater requirements. Some of you are MS4 communities. So some of the things that you're already doing for stormwater management can get you points towards the community rating system. Some of your hazard mitigation planning efforts can get you points. So the goal of the community rating system is to reduce the flood losses, facilitate accurate insurance rating, and promote awareness of the benefits of flood insurance by making it more affordable to people. For a community to get into it, when I say community, I'm talking town, city, or village. You can't do this on the county level in New York. But for a community that's interested, there's an application process, there's application worksheets, there's documentation that certain activities are being done, and there are menus of activities. It's not that you do every activity on the menu, but there's menus of activities, and for each activity you get points. The FEMA regional office or the state would be required to review and comment on the application. It would also be required that we do a community assistance visit prior to a successful application. Basically what we need to see, what FEMA needs to see, is that there's no history of violations of the code within a community that gets into the CRS. The way you do it, you let my office know of your interest. There would have to, and I can give you a sample letter if you're interested. There would need to be a letter of interest signed by the chief elected official. That letter goes to FEMA. And again, I can provide you with a template if you're interested. DEC or FEMA would then conduct a community assistance visit. And if it's a successful community assistance visit, then a FEMA contractor would come out and do a workshop and give you some of the details on how to get into it. FEMA would verify the information on the activities, establish what credits you'd be eligible for, and notify the community. You then go into the national insurance manual as a class, whatever you are, and then the insurance rates within your community upon renewal would get that discount. So this goes into some of the classifications of activities. There have been some changes in the points recently, but if you require elevation certificates for every development, structural development in the floodplain, you get points for that. You provide people with map information. Now you've got a new flood map. There aren't paper copies of this map. It's all digital online. If you let people know, maybe through a tax bill stuffer or through a public notice on your website, that this is where you go for flood map information. I believe Dutchess County Planning has a map overlay, so that will certainly get you points. The state provides some points because there is hazard disclosure requirements in state law. When you sell a house, you get some points for that automatically. You provide materials in a public library on flood risk, flood protection. You go to FEMA's website, there's a whole slew of materials that can be downloaded and printed out. All you need to do, and it's free, all you need to do is put it in the library. Provide flood protection assistance to residents and businesses. And then there's the mapping and regulatory activities. If you maintain additional flood data, maybe there are dam break analysis information, maybe there's engineering information on an otherwise approximate study, and you maintain this information, provide it to people, you can get points for that. This is in some ways an easy one. If you have open space, it's park land, it's natural, conservation land, whatever category it is, and it's in the floodplain, you get points based